Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So this channel I have created to go through some coding exercise, some coding problems, and helping out the people. Those are like looking for some easy explanation for any complicated or medium scale problem, because there are like many times we look for some explanation and it took longer time to find out or to figure out like why exactly this is done and why it is written in such a way that. So I'm going to give some example with one of the coding exercise. So today I have decided to go with one of the problem that is on the lead code. So let me share my screen, uh, and then we can go to that problem. So this problem is basically uh, it's a it's a three some smaller problem, and we will go through this problem. This my channel is there is nothing fancy here, no animation, nothing like that. Some noise is coming out, some background noise, nothing. It's a plain simple informative communication that we are going to do here. And I'm trying to explain all the different scenarios possibly, that might help many people. Those are trying to find out the easier explanation of the problem they are looking for. And then so look, let's go into the problem. So given an array of n integers, nums, and an integer target, find the number of index triplets I, j, k. So I, j, k, it should be less than n in between, zero, right? So that satisfies the condition nums plus I plus nums of I plus nums of j plus nums of k should be less than target. So basically, this is a threesome problem. So basically, whatever we are going to add three triplets, and the addition should be target. Once addition should be less than target. So once we add all of these three triplets, if addition is less than target, then that is one of our answer. So how many answers could be? Like that could be like, let's say, like this one of the example, right? So target is 2, right? So output is 2. Why output is 2? Because see, minus 2, 0, and 1. So if I add them, it will become like 1, right? Minus 2, 1. So it's just minus 1, right? So it's still less than 2, right? So that's fine. Minus 2, 3, right? So in that case, the answer is 3 minus 2, it's 1, right? So even though I add them all, still target is less than 2. So that's the reason these two pairs, right? These are three numbers, triplets, and their addition is less than 2. So our answer is 2. So that's how it is. And how we can proceed, like, so basically first we have to try to find out as much as information from the problem statement. So problem statement says that it's array of integer nums, but it doesn't specify if there isn't specific order of this array, right? So we could just do brute force and try to loop, like three loops maybe, and then try to find out like first, and then we are trying to find rest, like, and check if it's matching, and then we keep doing that. But definitely we want to do something better here. So the approach we could take is like, we uh, let's go with the problem. Like, the approach we are going to take is a two pointer sum. We are going, like, it's basically better than the brute force. So basically we have to declare the integer sum here. Why sum or count, right? Like, you can say count, right? So count, because I have to count all of those pair, how many pairs are there, triplets pair are there which are less than target. So let's declare a variable that will store that, and then I will just have one loop, and I equal to 0, and then less than this nums dot length -2. So why -2? Because we are going to check, like each element has to check next two elements, right? So each element looking for other two elements. So basically that's why we will keep looking. We will the last three elements, right? So last three elements, one element we already took, we'll compare the next two elements. So that's what we should have length -2, and then and plus plus. Okay. Sorry, I have some throat, sore throat. So we are here right now, right? So basically, we are going through all the elements. So now, first we have to take very first element, right? So let's say I'm taking this element, right? -2 or something. So let's take an example, right? Like I'm taking example here. Let's say have input, right? So input is like one, like 2, 1, 2, 2, right? So let's say this is my input element, and then my target is 7. So basically, how many how many I can see here, like that could be matching, right, with my result, which should be less than 7. So 2, 1 in this 2, right? So how much it is? It is like 3, 5, and then this 5, right? And then these two, 2, right? So that is 6. So, so look at this, like very first, the first element, and then last two elements, right? 6, first three elements, 5. So for 2 count, three elements, right? So that is one more count, 3, and then I could have these two, and then last one, right? So that is like 4 count. So total count I have is 4. So I see possible triplets, the count that has a 4. So that is like explanation. So now let's go into this, like, so basically we will go each element one by one, right? So the very first thing that we have to do is we have to, sort this array. Um, Otherwise, like, because once we sort it, we could find out like whether my target is ahead. If it is my addition is more, I can just reduce my target, or if my addition is less, then I can increase my target. That's easy to do. So sort it for this array got sorted. Now next thing is that I'm going to each and every element. Now this is not no more my array, just got transformed, and my new array is this one. 1, comma 2, comma 2, comma, right? So this is my new array. Now what I need to do here is I have to create a sub function basically. So why I need a sub function? Because I need to find two elements, right? Total three elements, but first elements I'm going to take it from here. Okay, and that element will find the next two elements. So that two elements I'm going to write a function. So private int to pointer, um, more. So definitely I need these two parameters because I want to find out two elements which are less than the target. So this array target, but I also wanted to know from where I should start. From the start index, right? So once I know my start index, right, here also I need to declare count, because this is going to be happen for each and every element, right? So once I choose the first element, it will go inside this function, it will try to find the next two elements, right? So once I am inside this loop, I have my inner another counter variable, and then now I will check, like my I have to start. Well, where should I start? So index is there, so I can just take my left, right, left equal to start, and then in right, you can take low, high also, right? So kind of like low and then high, right? And then what could be my highest possible index? So that should be the length, right? Length minus one, basically. That would be my highest element at the end. And now this is the sorted one, right? So we already know this is the sorted one. So I know, like, I'm going to start from uh, the low, and then my low should be less than high, right? So if my low is crossing the high, that means it's already, like already all the elements are covered, right? So we should stop there. So while, like I will check here now if, right? So my nums of low, right? So now you consider two pointers. One is start. So one is started at the, like the start index, and one is pointing at the end, right? So low plus so high high is less than target, then that means that is one of my, count, because uh, it's less than target. So that's mean, like I have to start count plus equal to, just like it's a shortcut. Instead of doing count equal to count plus, so I just doing count plus equal to, and then I have to, so here so when, so basically you see that, right? Two, one, two, two sorted, right? So now let's say I'm at here, right? This is I'm starting point, right? And this is my end point, right? So I see 2 plus, this is my start, well, lowest point, let's say low, and this is my high. So low plus high is 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 is definitely less than 7, right? So when I'm doing that, when I found it is already 7 is less than, it's so it's already less. So basically, my highest number, this is my highest number, is already saying that addition of these is less than 7. So that means any addition from going forward till the last one is going to be always less than 7, right? So basically that means whatever these two pairs are, like for example 2 plus 2 less than 7, these two and these two less than 7, and these two and these two less than 7. That means any combination of two pairs I do is less than 7. So that means how many combinations I have? If you look at this, 2 plus 2 is one pair, and two, these two and these two, one pair, and these two, one more pair. So total three pairs, right? So instead of counting like that, I can just do, my high minus low, right? Because my high is, look at this, 0, 1, 2. If you check the index, it's on the third index, and third, and this is first index. So 3 minus 1, how much it is? 3 minus 1 is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. Yeah, right. 3 minus 1 is 2. Yes. 3 minus 1 is 2. So why I'm getting one less here, right? Because look at this. My loop is not over yet, right? So uh, so initially I will get 2, and then now, because I have to move forward, right? Because I already have this index, I have to move forward. And then I will do low plus plus. right? I have to take another target, right? Which will be, like next possible index I have to include and see, like what are the possible combination we will get from that. So low plus plus, and then if my target becomes my sum is become my total sum is become more than target, that means my higher number is too high, I have to go little lesser than that. So basically I have to decrease my right or decrease my high, right? So my low and high, right? So decrease my high. So that is all. And finally, I have to return this count. Okay, and there is also basically now I just have to call here count plus equality. So call this function and pass the array target. So basically, as I mentioned, I'm looking two pointer here. So basically, I'm looking for two elements. So where is my first element? I need a triplet. So basically, first element I have to include here. I have to choose right over here. So basically, what I'm going to reduce my target by including the first element. So that is what nums minus nums of I, right? So that's, and then because I already included my first element in my target, so I have to go to the next one, right? So plus one, right? That's my start. From there you should look for, right? So so far we have this, right? So I will give one explanation to you here. Let me share you um, a notepad for a quicker explanation. So new share, I will just do one share here. Okay. So basically you see three sum lower than target, right? So this is the example that I have given 7, right? So target is 7. This is the index 0, 1, 2, 3. So first time I choose the index 1, right? Starting point mine. And then my target I'm including my index, right? So 7 minus 1. That means my target is 6. So my two pointer lower sum will get the target as a 6, not 7. Two pointer lower sum, right? So it will get target as a 6. And what will be the starting point? Because I already included index 0, the starting point will be going to be 1. Start equal to 1. And then it will go through that, it will check, start is 1, right? Low, my high is 3, 1 is less than high. Yes, 1 is less than 3. So then perform the addition. 2 plus this 2 plus this 2, right? 2 plus 2, 4. 4 is less than 6. Yes, 4 is less than 6. So then just do the subtraction between this index and this index, right? So 3 minus 1, my count is 2, right? The next, what happened? My low is still 1, right? So low become low plus plus, right? So low become 2, right? But my low is still less than 3. So it will go again, right? And then it will check, this 2 plus 2 is half. This 2 plus 2 is still 4, right? So, but now when I do my high minus low, which is 3 minus 2. So you see that I'm doing addition of previous result. I'm adding again into the new result. So when my loop goes for the next time, 3 minus 2, I get the answer as a 1, right? So the total for that is 3, okay? And when I pass this, see, now my I become one more I, right? So now my I is 1, or my parent from my parent function. So now my I move forward, my I is 1 now, and now I will include my 1. So how to include? That means target minus whatever the value is. So target minus 2, that is 7 minus 2, that is my new target is 5. Okay. So my new target is 5. In that case, 5, and then look at this. So 5, I have to send, because I didn't include the 2 in here. So first one is already included. So I have to pass, I have to look for the next two elements, but not from these because I included the index 1. So pass the next index, that is start plus 1, like this plus 1, I plus 1, that is 2, right? So 2 become my next start, and my end is still the same, right? This one. So when I go here, I will check again. Okay, 2 plus 2, again 4, right? So 4 is less than 5. Correct. My new target, not the 7, not the 6. New target is 5. So 4 is less than 5. So then 3 minus 2, right? 3 minus 2 is 1. So my initial counter is 1, right? So previously I got a result 3, now I got a result 1, right? So, and then my low become incremented. So low become 3, high is still 3. So 3 is less than 3. No, 3 is not less than 3. So my child function loop exited, right? I go to the parent function. My parent is now already, my parent is already 0, 1, 2 now, right? Because I become 1 now. I incremented 2, right? My length of this array is 4, right? It's 4, right? 4. But I'm doing I minus length minus 2. So new length is 2. But I'm not going to check all the 4. I'm going to check only for 2. You understand now why I'm doing minus 2 here, right? Because we don't need to, we have to keep the space here. So otherwise you will get index out of bound. So then that is all, like you are already 2, right? Your index is 2, and the parent function also is good because the condition become false now. 2 is not less than 2, so you are out. So basically with the first call we get the answer 3, target function get the answer 3, next child function return the answer 1. So 3 plus 1, so total answer is 4. I hope you understand. I know I'm not drawing this, but I hope you guys understand this what I'm doing here with some example. So I'm just going to go back to the previous screen. Yes, this one. Yeah. So here, I guess you understand right now, right? Why this child function and parent function, how they are behaving and how each results are getting calculated. So let me run this. Okay, error. hmm Expected semicolon. Yeah, I think my parenthesis is responsible. Okay. Yes, I did need some better formatting. Okay, anyway. So let me push this into forward. So yes, now it is better. Yeah, this is better than previous. So there should be some formatting. This is not ID, right? That's what we are having, habit of using IDE. So, but yeah, you understand all. I think, like if you have any question, just post comment, and I will run one more time. Reach end of the while parsing. Okay, think. Mhm. Class solution. That end of the line was gone somewhere. So now compilation error, missing return statement. Okay, so basically we have to return the result final. Okay, so return the count. Yeah, we should expect some errors while doing the coding, but just keep solving it. It just like it finally, yeah. So this is got accepted, and then let me run it, submit it, and see if all the test cases passed. Yes, all test cases passed. And thank you very much for watching my video. If you like my explanation, or if you think there are some more improvement is needed, just let me know, and let me know your thought. If you have some other question that you think I should give some explanation on it, just post that question. I hope you guys like my explanation. Thank you very much, guys, for watching.